Your expectations coming into today?
I expected to win.
Well, by the way you were doing those strides at the beginning, I had a hard time even capturing you. You were so fast. Now, Connolly was with you for a really, really long time.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
I knew she was really prepared. She had said that she'd been pointing for this race for about 2 years. I don't think that far ahead unless it's like the Olympics. So knowing that she was thinking that far ahead, she was going to be peaked and primed. She'd run a cross race this fall, so I knew she'd be ready. I was hoping to shake her a little bit sooner, but I'm training for a marathon, so I don't have like the sharpest legs under me. I feel really fit, but I knew she'd been ready and peaked for this. So it was fun though. It was a fun little battle to kind of have someone along for that long.
Now, of course it's been used a lot today. It's a little windy. It's a lot windy. It's cold. What are your thoughts on the conditions?
Well, that's the beauty of cross country, is the lots of elements. It's not the perfect condition. It's not a perfect track. You've got elements that you're dealing with, and so yeah, today compared to yesterday, it's windier. It's maybe a little bit warmer, but it's been chewed up, and it just makes it that much more fun and exciting, because every time you come around on one of the laps, it's a little bit more chewed up, and you got to find the right footing and not fall over. And but that's the beauty of cross country, so.
A ton of people came out here today. What do you think this race does for cross country?
This is an awesome setting. I've run numerous national championships, and I'd say San Diego and here has been my favorite by far. San Diego, you got the weather. It's the one bonus. But the fans, when standing at the start line, I was looking down this nice tunnel of fans on either side, and it just made me feel really appreciative that I can share the sport that I love with so many people today. I mean, there's of all abilities and age groups, and so it was fun to share in the experience today with everyone.
Okay, any other thoughts on today?
The other thoughts?
Any other thoughts?
I think I had a lot of fun today, and I hope everyone else did. And I'm excited to go get a nice coffee and a nice beer later.
Good stuff. Okay, what were your expectations coming into this race?
I guess you have your expectations and your hopes, and I expected that I'd be up and contending, and my hope was that I could get away in a group, hopefully with Matt and probably with Dathan and maybe another couple guys, and then make a move off of that, and kind of turned out as I hoped.
Okay, now huge pack throughout the race. The last 2-3K kind of separates, so it's about 3 people. What are your thoughts at that point?
Well, I mean, I knew the whole time with how big the group was. You can kind of look around, take a survey of who's there, and know that it's got to get a lot faster, to break it up. So I knew someone was going to make a big move. Figured it'd be Dathan, and when he went, he was going real hard, and so I didn't know if I'd be able to move off of that. But then once he kind of lost a little bit of his momentum, I kind of knew that I'd have a chance if I was willing to make a strong move. So I just went for it and hoped for the best.
Now, what are your thoughts on the conditions? Because it's muddy, it's cold, and it's really windy.
Yeah, well, the cold's a lot better than yesterday, which is great. The footing actually was a little better than yesterday. We ran the course because there was still snow out, and it was really, the ground had kind of frozen lumpy, so each step was kind of precarious. It was a little treacherous over on, I think must have been the west side of the course, east side of the course. Yeah, okay. And a couple times I thought I might go down, but mainly through there I was just trying to keep my feet. And other than that, honestly, the conditions could have been much worse. I've dealt with worse. So.
Okay, huge win. How do you move on?
Well, I mean, this is the first race of the season, so we're laying out a really good base. Hopefully, go to World Cross after running some indoor races, and just keep building confidence, keep gaining experience, and leading up to USA's on the track, and then hopefully to Worlds on the track.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
I had a great time. It was an awesome race. The guys did a great job putting it on. I was really impressed with the course and all that stuff, and it was a really fun venue.
Now, Shalane said her 2 favorite places to run were St. Louis and San Diego, and I know you're a California guy. What are your thoughts on that?
In cross country, my favorite place is probably still Terre Haute. I really enjoy running there. I mean, St. Louis has a lot on Terre Haute as a city. No offense to the fine people of Terre Haute, but I really like the course there. Had some good races there. But yeah, this was my first time here, and it was awesome. It was really great. Lots of fans, and definitely up there.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
They're coming down the hillside.
Hundreds showed up to watch the men's Masters 6K. The Columbia Track Club had 6 runners in the race of almost 100. Mizzou professor Tim Langdon was the top finisher for the club. He placed 28th with a pace of 5:44 per mile, a finish he's happy with considering the competition.
There are former Olympians or Olympic trials runners here, so it's just, you know, it's people who take the trouble and spend the money to fly.
One of the biggest races of the day was the Women's Open 8K. Favorites included 3-time Olympian Shalane Flanagan, defending champion Sarah Hall, and 8-time cross-country champion Dina Castor. But once the gun went off, Flanagan and Olympian Kim Connolly set the pace. The pair ran a 5:01 first mile and separated from the field, a duel Flanagan expected.
She had said that she'd been pointing for this race for about 2 years. I don't think that far ahead unless it's like the Olympics, so knowing that she was thinking that far ahead, she was going to be peaked and primed.
The marathon and the Olympic Games.
Flanagan broke away with 2K left, though, and held on for her 5th cross-country title. The men's Open 12K was much tighter. There was a lead pack of about 30 runners for the first 2/3 of the race. The tactical pace played into the hands of 14-time All-American Derrick.
I expected that I'd be up and contending, and my hope was that, you know, I could get away in a group, hopefully with, you know, Matt and probably with Dathan and, you know, a couple guys, and then make a move off of that.
Just a little separation to Dathan.
Derrick, Missouri native Matt Teagenkamp, and Dathan Ritzenheim gapped the field with 2K remaining. It was Derrick, though, that held off the 2 Olympians for his first pro victory. Carl Rothkamp, KMU8 Sports, St. Louis.